Hello Virgo, my name is Keith Haswell. I'm a professional astrologer with 40 years experience in the business and over 30,000 clients worldwide. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this video on your cycles for May and June 2014. I've already done your major progressions or your major cycles of the slower moving bodies, Jupiter and Saturn, for 2014, and that's available through my website. But this one is looking at the faster moving bodies, the Sun, Mercury, Venus and Mars, through the houses of your horoscope and the type of events that they will bring about during May and June 2014. So you just sit back and relax now, Virgo, and we'll have a bit of fun together, eh? Before I get into your cycles, just a little bit of information to help you to understand the way that it all works, the way that astrology works. I'm very happy to see that you are interested in the science of astrology, and this can be a basic introduction to esoteric understanding and the spiritual side of life. After all, if the planets do have impact in our life, it puts intelligence into the whole scheme of things, and it means that the planets are not just there as blobs of matter, as science says, that it can have no impact upon human life here on Earth, but they are the hands of the cosmic clock, some sort of a cosmic clock, and that there's intelligence behind the whole scheme of things, and that these planets move around in the houses of our horoscope and precipitate events and conditions in our life. So it's very important for you to get a little bit of a grounding on what I'm trying to convey to you here, because I'm really into the consciousness side of things and the impact that these planets have upon your consciousness. And I want to help you to understand that there's more to astrology than meets the eye, and to have you want to delve deeper into things like reincarnation, because that's all tied in with astrology, and also meditation, that's all tied in with astrology as well, because it deals with the subjective side of life. But just a little bit about the way that the planets work. We are all living in a space-time rule set. We are all creating all the events and conditions of our life. We have all the raw materials there to be able to create this with our attitudes and our beliefs, our thoughts and our feelings, and our decisions and our choices. Through those decisions and choices, we are then brought to the utilization of our three tools. Nobody has any different tools, and those tools are our desire, imagination and expectancy. What do we desire to happen? What do we expect to happen? And what do we imagine to happen? This is what will happen in our life. But this is what's happening, is that we are all having all of these thoughts and feelings all the time inside of ourselves on emotional and mental levels, and these are creating thought forms, and these thought forms are added to by repetition upon the same line of thinking. Life never works out for me, I'm a bad person, low self-esteem, problems with self-image, and so on and so forth. Shame and guilt and fear and anxiety and doubt and insecurity, and life is a financial struggle for me, and nothing ever works out for me. I'm unlovable. All these different ideas and thoughts that we have, and feelings and attitudes and beliefs that we have inside of ourselves, they are all creating these powerful thought forms, and these thought forms reside in our aura, and they are then triggered off into events and conditions that are in the likeness of those attitudes and beliefs and thoughts and feelings by the movement of the planets through the houses of our horoscope. So what I'm going to do is to tell you about the movements of the Sun and Mercury and Venus and Mars through the 2 months of May and June 2014. so that you get an idea of the type of influences that these planetary movements will have. But realise and appreciate that they are simply triggering off events that are incipient events there in your aura in the form of thought forms. That you are creating your own reality, and that all of these thought forms are coming to manifestation in life as conditions and events in your life according to laws that God and Goddess have put into place. So you just sit back and relax now and enjoy the journey with me as we go through the houses of your horoscope and the movements of these planets through those houses of your horoscope in May and June 2014 for you. What I'm going to do for you now, Virgo, is to lay things out on a timeline for you. So I'll be telling you where the planets are at the Sun, Mercury, Venus and Mars are at the beginning of May, and then they will remain in that location and having that impact that I portray for you until I come to another date with regard to that particular body, so that it will change as I go on further through the timeline. But I'll take it in its chronological order so it's easier for you to follow. So you just sit back and relax now, Virgo, and we'll have some fun together here, eh? Now on the 1st of May, Virgo, you've got the Sun in the 9th house of your horoscope, and Mercury is in the 9th house of your horoscope. That means that there's going to be a focus upon dealings with in-laws, relatives on your spouse's side, people from overseas. There'll be a lot more communications on the spiritual side of things to do with religious organisations. Also matters relating to adult education can occupy a lot of your attention with those two planets there in the 9th house of your horoscope. Now Venus starts off the month, Virgo, in the 7th house of your horoscope, making you a lot more sociable, involving your spouse or your partner. There'll be a desire to be out socially with the general public, out to restaurants and places of amusement, shopping malls and things like that. And Mars is in the 2nd house of your horoscope. It remains in the 2nd house of your horoscope for the whole of the 2 months. But it is in a retrograde motion to start off from the 1st of May. When Mars is in a retrograde motion in the 2nd house of finances, it means that your energies are stressful to do with money matters. And it also brings up points of conflict with people about financial matters, dwelling in the past, dragging up bits of stuff from the past about financial matters, being impulsive with money during that time, and having worries about matters financial that belong to the past there. Now the first movement that we get, Virgo, on this timeline is on the 4th of May. Venus moves into the 8th house of your horoscope. Now when Venus is in the 8th house of your horoscope, there's a love of the mysteries of life. There's a tendency to improve financial circumstances to do with partner and spouse. There's a great deal of love for introspection and reflection and bringing about changes within yourself. And you'll have a heightened sex drive with Venus in the 8th house of your horoscope as well. Now on the 8th of May, Virgo, Mercury moves into the 10th house of your horoscope. And when Mercury is in the 10th house of your horoscope, it means that there's a focus upon government departments, a focus upon career, a focus upon ambitions and business. So there's a very busy period there with Mercury in the 10th house, with running around about business, running around about the career. Communication with parents become enhanced during that time if they play a prominent part in your life. Then on the 21st of May, Mars turns direct. It's still in the 2nd house of finances, Virgo, but when Mars goes direct, it means that the energies are throwing themselves more to the future, more so than the past. So instead of dragging up things and arguing about things to do with money from the past, you'll have a tendency to throw those energies towards the future. So there'll be perhaps impulsiveness with regard to wanting to spend money. So you've got to be careful when Mars is in the second house of your horoscope. You have a tendency to be impulsive with money and to want to buy things and to have a fair bit of stress and tension potentially there to do with your sense of security in life. Then on the 22nd of May, Virgo, the Sun moves into the 10th house of your horoscope and remains there for 30 days. And when the Sun is in the 10th house of your horoscope, you'll feel a lot more confident in life. You'll feel outgoing, you'll be wanting to concentrate and focus upon your ambitions in the career, and business can go very well during that time. There's a lot of extra dealings with the government departments perhaps, and a lot more social activities revolving around parents. Then on the 30th of May, Virgo, you've got Mercury moves into the 11th house of your horoscope and Venus moves into the 9th house of your horoscope, both on the same day. With Mercury in the 11th house of your horoscope, it'll be a very busy time with friends. So there'll be a lot more communication with friends, a lot more phone contact, a lot more getting out and about and mixing with people that you work with on a social level and a group level. And there's a lot more involvements with other people's children too when Mercury is in the 11th house of your horoscope. With Venus in the 9th house of your horoscope from the 30th of May onwards, it means that there's a lot more social activities with people on your husband's side or your wife's side. There's a lot more social activities with in-laws, a lot more social activities with people to do with overseas, who come from overseas. There's potential for travel. There's a lot more social involvements revolving around adult education and people that you're involved with to do with adult education. On the 8th of June, Virgo, Mercury is in the 11th house of your horoscope, but it starts going retrograde. Now, when Mercury is in a retrograde motion, Virgo, it means that your mind is always going back into the past. It's difficult for you to express yourself and put your point across when Mercury is retrograde. So therefore you'll find that your mind is going back into the past, you're worrying about things there, it's all to do with friends and so forth, other people's children cause concern for you, and it just means that you're not thinking clearly during that period. Then on the 18th of June, Virgo, Mercury moves into the 10th house of your horoscope. It's still in a retrograde motion, so it's going backwards into the 10th house of your horoscope from the 11th, and it's still going to see secret worries for you, a tendency to dwell in the past, but this time more to do with government departments, matters relating to parents, matters relating to business and career. On the 23rd of June, Virgo, the Sun moves into the 11th house of your horoscope, seeing a 30-day period of a lot more focus upon friends, a lot more group activities, a lot more club activities. You'll have a tremendous urge to be involved with other people's children and to experience group projects and things like that. And the last one that we come to, Virgo, is on the 24th of June. That sees Venus moving into the 10th house of your horoscope for about 30 days. When Venus is in the 10th house of your horoscope, it's a very good time for business. It's a very good time socially connected with parents. And it's a very good time for you to do with social activities connected with business and career. It's a very good time for job interviews and career interviews and things like that, and advancement. And it sees a lot of happiness socially with the people that you're involved with in business and career. And that's as far as I go for you, Virgo. Well, now that I've taken you through those cycles, Virgo, it's time now for you to be able to reach and stretch and become more of the giant that you truly are. All you got to do is go to my website and submit your birth details through the Your Horoscope page. My website address is www.mysteryofsirius.com, and submit your birth details there and I'll send you your chart free of charge. And I'll also send you the links to all of my videos, which is over 100 videos, and that will be able to help you to understand more about what the planets mean in the houses and what they mean in aspect with each other and all that sort of stuff. And I'll also send you the link to 12 CDs out of my first book, What Really Matters, on astrology, meditation and reincarnation, to help you, Virgo, become more of the giant that you truly are. So it's nice to have this opportunity to come this far with you, and I look forward to working further with you, perhaps through my intensives if you get stuck into them. Thank you.